Using power bills to justify your efficiency projects can be an absolute nightmare. Today in this segment, we're going to talk about why you should or should not use your power bill and what you can do to become accurate and get the data that you need to make the right decisions. Hello, Kevin Carriere with Powertron Global, and today we're going to talk about why using your power bill to justify your efficiency projects is a bad idea. There's three main categories we want to cover. The first is your power bill is only half of the data that you need. You know what you spent, but you don't know what you got for it. The second is there's variables in your building that you're not measuring, and if you're not measuring them, you can't measure its effect on your consumption. That's a problem. And the last is that the billing errors, the average in the industry for billing errors is somewhere around 20%. So you don't even know the data that you have that you start with is accurate. So let's talk about how that affects your analysis. When we see power mapped out for an annual cycle, you tend to see lower power in the cooler months. The power consumption rises in the warmer months, and then it levels out towards the end of the year. So you have to map each month against each month so that you have some commonalities and you don't have any errors. You still have weather to account for. So after you normalize for weather, here's a trend that we see all the time. I've never seen it go outside of this pattern, as many as we've done. If you look at this, so here's where we were for May. This is our consumption for May this previous year, and we're going to compare it to last year or the year before. After you normalize for weather, you're going to see that the variables cause problems in your bills. Maybe this bill went down for no explained reason. It went down 8%. We don't know why. That's the variable interference. And as you go through this month by month, and let's just say August, you have August here, and for some reason your power consumption went up 12%. We don't know why. We've normalized everything we can. You have a 20% delta right here. And so you know this is real. When you look at your power bill data, if you save 20% on your bill, how do you know it was due to the efficiency project, or how do you know it was due to some variable? What if the reverse were true? What if your bill was going to go up 12%, the efficiency measure made it go down 13%, and your power bill tells you had 1% savings when you really had 13% savings, because if you did not deploy the efficiency project, your power bill would have been up here, okay? These are the problems. So let's talk about how you overcome this inaccuracy. The only way to do it is to follow the trend of the automotive industry. The air conditioning and refrigeration industry uses it too, but let's talk about something that we know and we already believe in. Miles per gallon. If you don't know the miles you drove, you have no idea if the gallons that you purchased were a good decision on that car. Why? Maybe I wanted to get a more efficient car. Maybe I drove an old car. We don't know. This is your power bill. How many gallons you drove. How do we do this in our world, in climate control? You need to know the kilowatts per ton of refrigeration or air conditioning, sometimes heating. So your power bill is right here in the kilowatt side. This is why I say you only have half the data you need. We know what we spent, but we don't know what we got for it. So at Powertron Global, we've spent a decade developing a cost-effective solution that's very accurate so that we can tell you what you got for it, so that you can effectively determine what value you place on this spend. When we work with you and we get your efficiency right, I want this ratio to get lower. I want your kilowatts per ton to go down. That way we know that you saved money. It's much like the cost of gas going down. That's what we do. It's very hard to do. It's been hard to do in the past, but it's what we do accurately. So whether you're doing business with us or you're going to do another type of efficiency project, make sure that you get that ratio that you know, that you can tell that you saved money. It's very, very important. And it's the way that you can do it accurately and you can justify your business case.